Have you ever noticed your website seeming straight or dead? In this video, we will look at CSS animations to see how to fix this problem. In just 15 minutes, you will learn how to create seamless and eye-catching animations for your website. And make sure to stick around because I will provide an important tip to make your animations even more outstanding. Let's start with the fundamentals of CSS animation. We will start by learning about CSS animation and how it works. CSS animations allow you to animate an element's characteristics like as position, size, and color over time. Your web pages will have more dynamic qualities as a result, which will increase user engagement. You will need a simple HTML structure to apply the CSS animation. First, we will create a basic web page with a div element that will animate later on. Here's how. With this HTML code, we get a basic web page. We will use CSS to style and animate the div that has the class box. After the base is established, we can use CSS to style and animate it. We are ready with our HTML, so let's move on to CSS. After giving our box some basic design, we will make an animation that makes it move from left to right. Here's how to do it. We style the box with a particular size and color using this CSS. The animation which we have specified using keyframes is the most important component here. The box is moved 300 pixels to the right in a horizontal direction by the animation move right. With each loop, the 2-second animation changes directions and repeats constantly. With this way, the box will travel smoothly back and forth across the screen in an animation. Keyframes are a powerful feature in CSS that allow you to control the intermediate steps of an animation sequence. By defining keyframes, you can specify exactly what style should be applied at various points during the animation. This gives you precise control over how an element moves, changes colors, or transforms over time. In this section, we will create a simple keyframe animation to demonstrate how it works. Before moving on to CSS, we will first put up the HTML structure. Here we will define the keyframes for the animation. Let's write the HTML code first. We will create a basic div element and use CSS keyframes to animate it. This class will be used to apply the keyframe animation in our CSS. After we have our HTML setup, let's go to the CSS. The keyframes that will provide the animation effect will be defined. This CSS code applies a bounce animation to the animated box. The keyframes define the movement of the box. At the beginning, the box starts in its original position. As the animation progresses to the midpoint, the box moves up by 200 pixels, and by the end, it returns to its starting position. In this section, we are going to learn how to chain multiple animations together. This means we can create a series of animations that play one after another or even overlap. It's a great way to add more complex movements and effects to our elements, making them more dynamic and engaging. I will show you how to combine these animations smoothly using both HTML and CSS. First, the box will move 200 pixels to the right. Then after the first animation is done, it will move 200 pixels down. We will go into detail on how to manage your animation's timing. This involves knowing how to use timing methods to control the speed of animations, as well as how to make them quicker or slower and add delays before the beginning. These are the tools you need to create fluid, polished animations. Together, let's write some HTML and CSS code to look at these ideas. The animation move 4 seconds makes the box move over 4 seconds. The ease in out makes the animation start slow, speed up, and then slow down again. The 2-second delay means the animation will wait 2 seconds before starting. We are going to use advanced techniques to improve your animation skills. We will look at how to use the keyframes rule to make animations that are more complex than simple movements. You may produce dynamic and visually attractive animations by becoming skilled in those methods. Let's get right into the code to learn how it's created. The keyframes named Advanced Move makes the circle move in a square pattern. The animation runs for 5 seconds and repeats infinitely. The animation is smoothly transition between each corner of the square. We will learn how to create animations that are responsive or that easily adjust to various screen sizes. This is necessary if you want your animations to look great on a desktop, tablet, or mobile devices. Our CSS media queries will allow us to modify our animations according on the width of the screen. Let's get into the code and see how it works. The move keyframes move the box 200 pixels to the right and then back to its original position. For a screen smaller than 768 pixels, the move small keyframes are applied, reducing the movement to 100 pixels to fit smaller screens better. The animation adapts automatically to different screen sizes, ensuring it looks good on any device. Here's an important tip: when working with responsive animations, always test on multiple devices to ensure your animations look smooth everywhere. Different devices can render animations differently, so it's important to check how your animations perform on various screen sizes. This way you can make any necessary adjustments to provide the best user experience. If you are interested in learning more about responsive design or specific animation techniques, drop a comment with the word animation below. I would be happy to create a video on that topic for you. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.